Classical Chinese Medicine series presented by Peacefinder Acupuncture, Stafford, Texas. For educational and cultural learning purposes, welcome to Peacefinder's Classical TCM series. Today, we explore 3 critical lines from the Shang Han Lun. Lines 193 to 195 describe the transformation into Yang Ming disease in 3 stages. 193, the exterior Yang Ming disease signs. 194, the transition from cold aversion to heat aversion. 195, the final stage where the disease no longer transmits outward. Together, they form a complete picture of Yang Ming heat syndrome. Line 193. Question: what are the outward signs of Yang brightness disease? Answer: there is generalized heat effusion, spontaneous sweating, and no aversion to cold, but aversion to heat. Line 193 defines the key exterior signs: spontaneous sweating, strong body heat, and aversion to heat instead of cold, a hallmark of interior repletion with exuberant yang heat. Line 194. Question: what of disease that has lasted for a day when heat effusion is absent and there is aversion to cold? Answer: although there has been disease for only a day, the aversion to cold will spontaneously cease, and then there will be spontaneous sweating and aversion to heat. Line 194 introduces the spontaneous transition from exterior to interior. Even if there was aversion to cold in the beginning, it resolves quickly as heat takes over. This shows the Yang Ming pattern is taking shape. Line 195. Question: why does aversion to cold cease spontaneously? Answer: Yang brightness resides in the center and governs Earth. Things converge here and nothing passes further. Although at the beginning there is aversion to cold, in 2 days it will spontaneously cease, indicating Yang brightness disease. Line 195 tells us once the disease has entered Yang Ming, it no longer transmits. In the 5-element theory, Earth governs centrality and containment. Yang Ming marks the terminal stage of outward to inward disease transformation. Now we explain more Yang Ming stage. Yang Ming as the final destination of pathogens. Yang Ming is the most replete channel in qi and blood. Once pathogens enter, the interior heat can fully develop. The intense heat burns fluids and creates dryness and constipation. Because of this intense internal repletion, the disease process often stops in Yang Ming and does not transfer further. Yang Ming governs dryness transformation. Pathogenic heat transforms into dryness, blocking the intestines. This is the essence of Yang Ming excess: dry hard stool, abdominal fullness, and internal heat. Center Earth function of Yang Ming. As the Earth phase, Yang Ming is in the center of the 5 elements. Everything in nature, including disease, returns to Earth. Hence, Yang Ming absorbs pathogenic factors and traps them internally. This is why TCM says Yang Ming is where diseases end. Once it enters, it does not transfer again. Clinical takeaway: do not treat Yang Ming disease like a surface Taiyang disorder. Avoid excessive sweating or urination therapies, which can worsen dryness and deplete fluids. Once Yang Ming syndrome is confirmed, focus on clearing interior heat and promoting bowel movement. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more classical insights from Peacefinder Acupuncture.